Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. This is an intraday video where we're gonna dive deeper on the 1 hour chart and the 15-minute chart to see where are we in Bitcoin and what it might happen. So basically on the 1 hour chart we have a 1, 2, 3. We are looking at A, B, C, D, E potentially for a wave 4 here. And this wave 4 might unfold, of course, a wave 5 towards the upside. So one more leg to finish, of course, inside the blue zone as expected yesterday. However, on the 15-minute chart, we can see also that at the same time we have kind of a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 impulse toward the downside, and of course followed with another impulse again toward the upside. Now this is corrective and this is another impulse, or potentially of course 5 ways toward the upside. However, it doesn't look impulsive, it looks much more like a diagonal. However, this is of course expanding, which is very rare case scenario, meaning favoring right now the direction of course still toward the upside, since we are looking at a potential correction in a triangle, and of course to finish a wave 5 as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This wave 5 is already a wave 5 in the yellow scenario that you are looking at here. You have a wave 5 to finish in a gray, and also is gonna finish a wave 5 in the yellow, which is 1, 2, 3, and A, B, C, D, and an E, looking for this wave 5 after, of course, one more leg toward the upside to finish, of course, an impulse, which it might be, of course, inside this blue box, a wave C. Because again, in a bigger view, and let's go to the 1 hour chart here. Again, in a bigger view, once you finish this small leg toward the upside, you might finish here in A, B, and a C, of course, as 3 corrective waves. Now, in case that the bull run here, the uptrend that we can see, of course, is still gonna continue, we're gonna see, of course, several sideways and move up, several sideways and moving up, which are, of course, creating and exhausting a chart here for the bulls at the end, and it's gonna, of course, flash down soon or later, continuation, of course, of the bearish market. Of course, to be reanalyzed at this area first, in case we're gonna see, of course, more sideways or corrective waves. Therefore, we can still looking for higher. But currently, we are still looking, of course, to finish this first leg toward the upside, and then we take it from there. Now, if you take a look also at the KGT, so on the KGT, we start to see, of course, some pressure for some signals, bearish signals, moving from the top, kind of in divergence with this one, which is kind of like invalidated because you took almost the high, but not taken yet. It's still, of course, unfolding a wave E. And of course, divergence here. Of course, the signal are not clear, but they're going to show up, of course, in a weaker signal here that we can see, of course. So basically, this divergence, we can see the speed line is under the bullish signal, and that means, of course, it can start to unfold one more wave toward the upside. However, in a bigger time frame, then let's take a look at the 5-minute chart here. You can see, of course, we have a very strong uptrend for the momentum here of the CVD, and it might start, of course, to create some pressure from the top, of course, and to move toward the downside sooner or later. And I believe that we still need this one more leg toward the upside, estimate the wave C, and we take it from there to see what's gonna happen next. Yep, so that was it for Bitcoin. For the intraday, we're gonna see this move, how it's gonna unfold. And don't forget also, for the FET has been updated, of course, on X, and you can watch it already with the micro analysis for FETCH.AI. More updates are to come as well. See you in the next one. Bye bye.